Welcome to Ohio Silver Resources Inc. presentation in the AGORACOM online Gold and Commodities Conference. I'm Fred Fisher, a President and CEO of Ohio Silver, and I will be presenting our company to you today, as well as answering any questions posted by investors who are watching the presentation at our scheduled time. If you're watching this presentation outside of our scheduled time, please feel free to post your questions as we will be checking in over the next couple of days to answer them. Before I begin, I would ask that all of you take 10 seconds to review our disclaimer, which you can review at any time by coming back to this slide. Okay, this is a map of where Ohio Silver's two projects are. Our flagship property is the Kettle River project. You can see they're both in British Columbia. It's located in south central British Columbia, between pretty much bang on between Penticton and Kelowna. And the Silver Tip project, a high-grade silver, zinc, lead project, is located just outside of Caslow, BC. Ohio has spent in excess of $2.5 million to date, mostly on the Carmi project with airborne EM and diamond drill holes. This, again, is our flagship property, which is the Carmi molybdenum project in the Kettle River area. We have outlined a reserve calculation, a preliminary one. It's 43-101 compliant, of containing 50 million pounds of contained moly, valued at the current $12. It's an in-ground value of $625 million, and we're quite certain, according to the engineers' recommendations, that we can double or triple in size with further drilling, and obviously in value, any increase in the value of moly would certainly help the value of the deposit. This is a 3D model of the two sections of the deposit. One we call the E zone, where most of the drilling has been done, and a higher grade lake zone, which we have done 8 holes on, but we'd like to drill that eventually off a little more. These are the calculations for the moly tonnage. In the indicated category, we have 12.9 million tons, grading 0.058%, for an in-ground 16.5 million pounds. And in the inferred category, we have 27.4 million, grading 0.056 for 33.5 million pounds, giving us 50 million pounds. Okay, this slide shows you how the engineers came up with the resource calculation and a little bit of technical stuff, but it shows you why they came up with the 0.026 cutoff grade and the 0.056 grade period. It shows that the total cost of the in-ground ore to take it out of the ground would be about approximately $10.50 US, and that's about on par with many moly companies. $7 to $10 of in-ground. So currently, moly is trading about $12, so a little premium. The value of the deposit will do nothing but increase as the price of moly moves up. Again, this is a disclaimer based on the engineer always has to put this in, that mineral resources are not reserves and you do not have any demonstrated economic viability until you're actually mining them. So if any investors take a few seconds to read this over. The second project that Ohio Silver has, which kind of helps justify our name, Silver, is the Silver Tip property. It's located outside of Caslow, British Columbia. From trenching and exploring old adits, we've come up with 50 to 60 ounces per ton, as released in some previous news releases, 9% zinc, 60% gold credits. The rock looks like it should contain about 2,000 contained value per ton, which is very rich. It's an old mine with old adits, the Keno, California, Big Ben, and Marble Arch workings. And the objective of the Silver Tip going forward would be to determine a known mineralization and bulk sample about 50,000 tons of high-grade silver ore. We think with another $500,000 spent on the property, we could progress this project quite quickly and follow up on some of the early geochemical trenching and sampling that we have done. Here is a list of different of the samples that we have pulled, and from some of the historic ones as well. And there it shows where the 63 ounces per ton, 86 ounces per ton, silver, the decent gold values. So it's an interesting high-grade project located in a historic silver mining camp. Okay, so on a quick overview, the Carmi has, of quantities of ore that we have. We know we have 50 million pounds of Cadet moly in Carmi. We're looking to expand that. It can be expanded. Silver tip is a bit of an unknown. We know it's high grade. We want to get to it at some point here and start trenching it. We're open to JVs on both partners, on both companies, especially on the silver tip. We would like a joint venture and go forward maybe in the spring. And those are some of the success stories in the location of both projects. Highland Bell silver mine near Carmi, and there's, like I said, in the Caslow area, a historic silver mining camp produced over 75 million ounces of silver.